This podcast is on symbiosis. Before we proceed, I need you guys to write whatever is missing onto your notes and then press the play button once you're done. Okay, so just like you guys wrote, symbiosis is the relationship between two or more species. There are three different types. The first one is mutualism. Mutualism is when two or more species benefit. So everybody benefits, everybody wins. It's a plus, okay? Commensalism, on the other hand, one organism or one species benefits and the other one is not affected in any way. It's neutral. It doesn't benefit. It doesn't get harmed. It's just there. It's like giving someone a gift and not expecting anything in return. So that's what commensalism is. And then the last one is pretty self-explanatory. The parasitism is a relationship between species where one benefits, but the other one is harmed. Okay? And usually the parasite that is involved lives in another organism and it causes some sort of damage or some sort of harm to the organism. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a brain pop video, and your job is to fill in this area right here with examples, okay? You could also write an explanation, but an example will be fine. So here we go. Here is the video. It's right there. And press the play button. Here we go.
Hey, can you reach those pretzels way up there? Thanks. What would I do without you? Dear Tim and Moby, what's up with those birds that hang out in the crocodile's mouth? From Benson. That's one of my favorite symbiotic relationships. A symbiotic relationship, or symbiosis, occurs when two species live in close contact with one another. There are three main categories of symbiosis, distinguished by whether the relationship is harmful or helpful to one or both of the species. Mutualism is a symbiotic relationship that benefits both species. Those crocodile birds, Egyptian plovers, are an example of mutualism. According to legend, they hang out in crocodiles' mouths to pick food from their teeth.
It's a living.
The plover gets to eat, and the crocodile gets his teeth cleaned. Before you get all squeamish about mutualism, you should know that I am a living example of mutual symbiosis. Inside my intestines, bacteria are helping me digest my food. No, I don't need a doctor. Everybody has them. Those bacteria have a food supply, and I get to eat a wider range of things. Not all types of symbiosis are beneficial. In parasitism, one species grows stronger by harming another species. Take the botfly. This nasty little critter spends the first part of its life inside the bodies of mammals. Once a botfly egg gets under an animal's skin, it hatches and burrows into the flesh. A botfly larva grows to maturity inside its animal host, totally safe from predators. When it's all grown, it crawls to the surface and hops away. As for the host, she'll usually develop a big old lump and experience some serious pain. And after the larva crawls out, its hole can become infected. Don't worry, it's pretty rare for them to bite humans. And I don't think it can burrow through metal. Anyway, there's also a third type of symbiosis, commensalism. That's where one species benefits while the other is unaffected. It's pretty common. For example, some tropical orchids grow in trees. By positioning itself on a branch, the orchid can get the sunlight it needs to live and grow. It doesn't hurt the tree at all, but it doesn't help it either. Yeah, I guess you and I sort of live in symbiosis too. I give you a house to live in, food, energy, and friendship, and you give me... Wait, what exactly do you do for me again? Oh, right, pretzels. I forgot about the pretzels.
Okay, so there's that. If you need to, you could rewind it and figure out some examples of each symbiotic relationship. But here I want to go over a few of my own. Here's an example of mutualism. The sea anemone here, which is these organisms right here. They provide protection for the clownfish, and the clownfish in return feeds the sea anemone with its feces, with its fecal matter, which provides nutrients. So they're both benefiting, and this is why it's a mutualistic relationship. The next one is commensalism. This is another example. Here we have barnacles. They are attached to the whale, and the way the barnacles benefit is they get their food much easier if they are traveling with the whale, and then the whale just doesn't care. It's just there. So it doesn't benefit. Parasitism, again, one host is going to... the host is the individual that allows the mosquito or the organism that is going to danger it to live within it. So like a mosquito is going to enter the host in one way or another, and the host is going to be harmed. So the host in this case might be us. We get bitten by mosquitoes, the blood enters our bloodstream, but it usually doesn't survive, doesn't usually do much to us. But it may weaken us, you might get itchiness or a rash, but this is an example of parasitism. Another one is tapeworms. Tapeworms live and thrive in intestines, even humans. So it can make you sick, and this is another classic example of parasitism.